Recoil is not your issue, and hitting all your shots while strafing should be easy. So in this video, I'm going to completely fix your aim. Battlefield 6 has something known as bloom, and while we're all familiar with recoil, if we hold down the trigger while we're aiming, our reticle's just gonna shoot north. We can compensate for recoil, and most of the time that's gonna work, especially if we're up close. We don't need to do much other than compensating for recoil. But the thing is, at a distance, and many of our enemies in Battlefield 6 are going to be at a distance, we are heavily affected by bloom. That means the longer we hold down the trigger, the more bullet spread we're going to be under effect of at distance. So the longer we hold down the trigger, the more bullet spread we're going to have further down the range. So let me just show you, even compensating for recoil. You can notice the longer I'm holding down the trigger, bullets are flying up there, they're flying down over here, they're flying up here. What we want to do is tap fire, and this isn't just doing semi-auto, this isn't changing any settings on the gun, it's doing short bursts of 2 or 3 shots quickly. So instead of our bullets going all the way up here, we can pick a nice little spot and our entire magazine is going to go exactly where we're aiming. So we're not getting any bullets just flying all the way around what we want to hit, they're all going right into what we want to hit. Now this is incredibly true for strafing, and this is going to fix your strafe aim for a lot of you out there. If you're coming up and you're close to somebody, you really don't have to worry about strafing and tap firing, you're just going to be right on target, unless your gun build is terrible. But when you're at distance, man, even if your red is right on them, strafing and bloom is going to kill you. So coming around and tap firing is going to be your best friend, even if you're strafing. Another thing to understand is while you're strafing, your bullet is going to have a bit of a delay. It's not going to be right on. If I'm strafing to the right, I can have some bullets go off to the left, and if I'm strafing to the left, well, some of those bullets are going to be just a hair behind me on the right. That's something you definitely want to compensate for and understand if you're strafing on a target that's a bit further away. The absolute hardest thing to do is just slow down a little bit. In reality, this is Battlefield. It's going to be played a lot slower than Call of Duty, even if you don't want it to. Yes, we're used to just jumping around a corner, oh my gosh, and mowing someone down, but that's just not going to work with how hard the recoil and bloom affects us in Battlefield. We have to slow down a little bit and actually get on target. That's not only going to conserve ammo, but if you're one person that can gun down a few people in one magazine versus the guy that's just panicking and missing 80% of his shots, you're going to contribute a lot more overall. Slowing down, especially in a game that does feel very fast-paced like Battlefield with things going on almost constantly, is hard to do, but it will improve your aim and your experience overall so much.